So I was on Amazon today searching for cola syrup because I was going to create a video on marketing for one of my promos. And while I was searching, I found this. And I realized that I didn't even need to buy it because I started scrolling through it and I realized I'm gonna make a video on just the way this product is being sold because it's very interesting. This cola is being sold as a nausea remedy, okay? It's saying it's based on an old-fashioned remedy commonly used to help relieve upset stomach and nausea. The ingredients are high fructose corn syrup, water, caramel coloring, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and caffeine. This is selling itself as a nausea remedy, okay? And of course it has the pretty pictures and then these like older people jumping on a trampoline because they don't have nausea anymore. And then obviously the young people having a good time with their soda. So this is what this cola syrup is selling itself as. I scroll down and it's so interesting because down here, it's, again, specific uses for product nausea. This isn't being sold as cola. It's a nausea medicine from an old-fashioned remedy with all these pretty pictures. When I scroll down, it talks about its, carbon emission stuff, yada, yada. But then when I go to the description, it says it's non-carbonated. This cola syrup is based on an old-fashioned remedy to help soothe the stomach. This syrup can also be used as a base for tasty carbonated beverages. The cola syrup also clarifies the kidney and bladder. What? Clarifies the kidney and bladder? Kidney and bladder support. What high fructose corn syrup is kidney support? It also says it's sold to kid right here, age range, specifically for kid, use for stomach, okay? But I scroll down here and it says, keep out of reach of children, even though up top it says it's being sold to kid. It's targeted to kid. But keep out of reach of children. And also consult a healthcare practitioner if you are on a sugar or caffeine restricted diet because sugar and caffeine are actually not good for you when you have an upset stomach. And of course, it has a legal disclaimer saying that none of this is FDA regulated and not intended to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease or health condition. This is also interesting to me because number one, it jumps all over the place. I don't understand why it feels the need to sell itself as something like a nausea relief when you can just sell yourself as a cola or a soda, which so many people drink and enjoy all the time, but you're trying to sell yourself as this medicine because like way back in the day, which now we have moved past that and know that none of that was really true, is that some of these things were used for medicinal purposes because people didn't know any better. They were making these syrups to coat the stomach and for coughs and things like that. And those things, there are natural remedies for that can help, but high fructose corn syrup and caffeine and caramel coloring are not it, okay? They are not it. They're not really good for your stomach and they're not really good to just have anyway. And I'm gonna get into caramel coloring right now because I want people to do their own research on it so they can see why not only is this not a medicine and shouldn't be used for medicinal purposes, it actually is the complete opposite. To be fair, I will give it that phosphoric acid is in nausea relief medicine. So that is something that is kind of true, but you can just go get nausea relief medicine or a phosphoric acid kind of tincture and deal with it that way. You don't need to buy cola syrup with all the other ingredients in it, okay? So that is a little bit true, so I'll give them that. But the caramel coloring, this is the main thing I wanted to talk about originally when I was gonna buy the cola syrup. The 4-mel, that's what it's called. So the caramel coloring that you're seeing in colas and diet colas, that brown, and in coffee syrups, all this kind of stuff, caramel coloring, it's called 4-mel. Google it on your own, 4-mel. It's a caramel coloring. It is it's known, and has been listed on it's a carcinogen, knowing that it causes cancer. It's on the carcinogen list and has been for years, but they sell it as, if you just have a little bit here and there, it doesn't cause cancer. But we all know that we're not just having a little bit here and there because these Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola are some of the biggest industries in the world. So you don't make bajillions of dollars off people just having like a tiny bit here and there. And all of a sudden, all of these diseases and cancers are on the rise because you're drinking a carcinogen in the caramel coloring that makes it sound so cute. It's caramel coloring, but it's 4-mel. And I encourage you to Google it and read about it. My whole original point of creating a video around Coca-Cola syrup and the dark syrups was to shine light on this caramel coloring and then the way things are marketed to us. Marketing plays a huge factor in what we buy and what other people buy, and then we see other people buy it and we buy it too. And marketing, especially in these massive industries, we've been seeing it for literally almost 100 years. Like, I mean, these companies have been around and they know how to sell to us, and the way that it's sold to us and the way it's marketed to us in these pretty packages, and it's sold to us in these like cute, fun ways, and it's not a big deal if you just have a little bit here and there. But we're not just having a little bit here and there, and we're finally reaching that point in our lives where we're seeing the effects of the long-term consumption of these products. And knowing what these ingredients are and what they do to our systems and our children's systems is so important. And I just want to encourage people to do their own research around these products and understand how they're being marketed to us. And I just think it's so interesting that I was looking for this product and just the way it was marketed, I'm like, this is so insane to me. I'm like, this is not a nausea remedy. This doesn't cleanse the bladder and the kidneys. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's specifically marketed towards kids. And one minute it's a nausea remedy and another minute it's like a fun summer soda. It's like, this is so bizarre to me. And you can see it right there in the ad. Anyway, long story short, or long story long, just please do the due diligence of looking at the ingredients. And, if you do have certain things going on with you, nausea and all this kind of stuff, there are natural remedies and there are medications out there that make sense. Cola syrup is not it. And, just do the due diligence of looking at the ingredients and kind of like try to pay attention to how it's being sold to you, because marketing is insane and it's good and it's genius. And, I'm creating a whole keynote speech around this, and the research I've done on it is it's actually fascinating to me, like how good marketing has become over the years, and how it gets into our minds and how it's really created addictions in our body. And honestly, it's fascinating, but it's also kind of sad, because there are a lot of people who are really sick now from products that they thought were either good for them or were medicinal in some way, like this product is clearly trying to say, which is like it's a bold ass lie. Like, what? Kidney clarification? What are you doing? And now a lot of people are sick and they don't really know where these chronic diseases are coming from or these ailments, and it's like, because we've been being marketed to in a really, really, really genius way. And I just want people to start paying attention. It's a big deal to me, and it's going to be a huge focus of mine for the next little while. So I send you guys love, light, and good health, and good luck out there, because we live in crazy, crazy times. And I just wish that people can be more mindful when it comes to their health and their family's health, because I think it's really, 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 really important. I can't stress it enough, and I hope that people can just take the time to just do a little bit of research every now and then to make sure that what they're consuming is beneficial to their health. And this is also to not tell people what to do and not to do, and stop drinking all sodas and come to a screeching halt with anything. This is just to start being a little bit more mindful of it, because overconsumption of a lot of things can lead to unhealthy effects. And I just wish people longevity and good health and mindfulness in their choices when it comes to the things they put into their body and the toxins around them. So again, I send you guys love, light, and good health, and I hope you have a wonderful day.